It's definitely going to be weird not seeing the fans.
I turned to my mom and I was like, this is just insane.
I've never seen anybody do this. I think it's way blown out of proportion.
Yeah, that's college basketball fans angry and confused tonight. Starting tomorrow, the Big Ten will not let them inside games at Bankers Life Fieldhouse because of the same coronavirus concerns that suspended the NBA season. All right, News 8's Jenny Drasler was downtown talking to people who had traveled to watch their teams play in the Big Ten tournament.
The conference's decision came after the NCAA banned fans from all upcoming March Madness games. Our Dan Klein digging into the economic blow to the city. Of course, Indianapolis set to host games during the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. We're waiting on word tonight about a possible venue change for those games.
All right, a lot to unpack. We will start at the Fieldhouse where Jenny Drasler has been following this story all evening. Jenny, you spoke to fans right after they heard this news.
Yeah, I did, and I'll tell you what, Brooke, the hits, they just keep coming. I'm hearing from fans just 20, 30 seconds ago reacting to what you just heard AC talk about, the news of the NBA suspending those games. There were fans just walking out a little bit ago, guys, chanting NBA is suspended, just people in shock. And I'll tell you what, with this decision from the NCAA, the Big Ten guys, this is unprecedented. This is just something that hasn't been heard of before. There is no rule book for this, and the fans I spoke to tonight said that is what really hit home tonight. It's just a scary and shocking situation. Now, this all started this afternoon around 4 o'clock. The NCAA announced upcoming championship events, including the men's and women's basketball tournaments, would be conducted with essential staff and limited family attendance amid fears of the rapidly spreading coronavirus. Now, we were inside tonight at Bankers Life ahead of the IU-Nebraska game. Fans were still let inside right at 5 o'clock, but the first thing they were greeted by when they walked into Bankers Life, it was a sign warning them about the coronavirus. There was a lot of speculation. Would the Big Ten follow the NCAA's lead? Well, fans got their answers less than 3 hours later, and it definitely wasn't one that they wanted to hear.
I thought it was pretty crazy myself. I mean, I would think it'd be weird for the players playing with nobody in a big, huge gym. That would kind of freak me out.
I'm a little disappointed. As a lifelong Hoosier fan, it's just tough to, lose the home game advantage. As much as I trust the Big Ten, I really hate to see it be like that.
I think it's unbelievable, and I think everyone's kind of overreacting to the virus.
Whether catastrophes, things get shut down, but never really for a virus.
I get it. You got to be safe. So at the same time. But I mean, it's IU. It's a chance in a lifetime for me. I've never gone to a game.
It was like, no way, they're not going to allow us to go into the game. We want to have our own individual freedom to make our own decision about this.
Now, tonight, the NCAA COVID-19 advisory panel doubling down on the decision, saying that we do believe sports events can take place with only essential personnel and limited family attendance, and this protects our players, employees, and our fans. And guys, I want to tell you right now, I said a little bit ago that the hits just keep coming tonight, and I'm just getting into my email now, just breaking to you guys. The Indiana Sports Corps has canceled fan events connected to the Big Ten tournament, so I'm telling you, these are developments that we're going to keep following with this coronavirus situation that we've got going on here. And another thing that we've been tracking, by the way, is the fans. Guys, they're not the only ones that are feeling the effects of the NCAA's decision tonight. Dan Klein spoke to businesses who said that they actually had this weekend circled on their calendar. And Dan, it's just rough.
Yeah, and let's just start with one of them, Shapiro's Delicatessen, where last time the Sweet 16 was here, it tripled their usual weekend business. Now that is gone, and in fact, the coronavirus is already hitting their bottom line.
The dinner crowd still streams in on Wednesday, but the virus already making a difference here.
Today we had 3/4 of our catering customers cancel.
Now plans for a big weekend in 2 weeks also on hold. An influx of fans and customers no longer likely here.
Business for that weekend is tremendous, especially if certain teams get into the tournament like Louisville or Kentucky or Indiana.
And while Brian Shapiro says the city is diversified, the problem right now is that multiple facets of that diversity are affected. Universities, corporations like Eli Lilly. March Madness has traditionally meant a big payday.
So it's a significant amount of money. Fortunately, they canceled it early enough that we weren't ramped up with tens of thousands of dollars worth of perishable food.
At another Indy Classic, St. Elmo Steakhouse.
Indianapolis thrives on these events. We're a sports town.
The logos from fans already in town hug the bar.
We're disappointed, but of course we support the decision.
A decision management says was made for the health of the community. And 2 weeks' notice is plenty of time for them to adjust.
It's not something that we can't weather.
Now the question is, how long is the weather going to hold?
I think it depends on how severe it is. I mean, if this is a 2-week episode and we just shut the economy down for 2 weeks, but if this drags on for months, it's going to get into everybody's pocketbook.
Of course, the other big piece of this is hotels when it comes to tourism and hospitality downtown. Now, this news broke so late that I called several of them to see how this was going to affect them, but actually all the general managers had gone home for the day with this news hitting so late this evening. But we'll keep trying to get more information about that. Of course, everyone does hope the NCAA provides cities like Indianapolis maybe some sort of mulligan and maybe bring some future events here to make up for some of the loss here downtown. Reporting live in Indianapolis, Dan Klein, Wish TV News 8.
All right.